Hi, everyone. We're back. It's Lorena again with Homeless Solutions here. We're going to start sharing some more information. Right now, we actually have Stephanie Sikali with Homeless Solutions. She's the Chief Development Officer, and I'm going to hand it on over to her so she can introduce you who she's got herself with. Go ahead.
Thank you, Lorena. So I'm here with my brother, Greg Manning, and my daughter, Natalies, and we are all happy to be doing this tonight to help raise awareness about homelessness and homeless solutions. And my brother, Greg, has been a fireman and a first responder and a flight medic for the past 25 years, and certainly has a perspective on what it's been like to see homeless people living on the streets in different parts of the city. And he's going to share a little bit about that. So I'm going to turn it over to Greg.
Hello. She asked me a question? Or?
Oh, so sorry. Just talk a little bit about what it was like in the South Bronx when you ran into homeless folks and the difference of what you see here living in Morris County and the homeless folks that we're serving at Homeless Solutions.
Homelessness is homelessness, whether you're homeless in the South Bronx or you're homeless here in Morris County. But unfortunately, it was a lot more prevalent and in the forefront where I worked. We saw it every day. Literally, people living up the block from the firehouse, down the block from the firehouse. It was unfortunate. It was usually because of, addiction. We knew them all, not all of them, but we knew a lot of them by name. And we did the best we could to kind of, help them out. Be like, hey, listen, maybe you can't stay here. Recommend going over this corner or this place. I guess here in Morris County, it's a problem, but because it's spread out, I guess people don't necessarily see it as much.
And so what prompted you to get involved at this event tonight and what Homeless Solutions does here in Morris County?
You, sister. But it's important for people to be aware of this. It's all about perspective. As you get older, your perspective kind of changes on life, and I touched on it before. If you're homeless, whether you're homeless here in Morris County or homeless in Morris County or in the South Bronx. And it could be because of addiction, or because you had a horrible thing happen to you, and now the circumstances were horrible, and now you're without a place to live. And so it's just important for people to realize that and to understand it, and to help out with the different programs, that you guys have. It's not a it's not a handout, it's a hand up.
Exactly.
Which I think is a great motto.
Yeah. Great.
I love that. I'm gonna before you introduce Natalie, I do want to interrupt you really quick because I had a comment that popped up. I know that you were a first responder in the Bronx, but I would imagine that based on all the experiences that you've seen, it's not just adults, it's sometimes children and everything else. This event is actually being attended by a lot of families that are doing this together. So I'm sure you've seen some of those experiences. Do you want to share a little bit about that?
That's, we had a very large in our immediate area that not far from our firehouse, where it was a homeless shelter, but it was more of an area where families would show up during the day, and then the city would try to find a shelter for them. And we would go there for medical calls and such, and it was kind of heart-wrenching to see an entire family with maybe 2 suitcases, and then at the end of the night, because it's a building, it's an office building, so that they couldn't stay there. So at the end of the night, they would get into a school bus, and then the school bus would take them to one of the many different shelters that were throughout the city. And then that whole process, unfortunately, gets repeated, the next day. So that was, that was always sad to see.
That's heartbreaking. Now I'll let you share. I think you're going to introduce us to Natalie, right? She's your daughter, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so Natalie got roped in to do this last year, and she was happy to sign up again because she really believes in the work that we're doing, and she's done some service projects and cooked at our shelter. And so I had asked Natalie just to share something about you learned from your experience last year.
Yeah, okay. Hi, I'm Natalie. I'm a senior in high school. I did it last year, as my mom said. It was very chilly, so that was definitely hard to get past. But the biggest, I think, takeaway that I had was when we finished and we were able to like go inside and go back into our warm house and have a nice breakfast and just kind of relax the rest of the day. It occurred to me that homeless people, you can't really do that. It's kind of this constant cycle of just you're still on the street, you know, you have to go to work that day or try to go find a job that day. And so realizing that for us, like it was one night and then it was done, but for them, like it's a constant cycle. That was something that I think really resonated with me.
And that's probably something you're going to take with you for the rest of your life. I mean, that's a lesson that's obviously not going to go away anytime soon.
Yes, for sure.
Now, we're going to share with everyone something that you did, and we're also going to give everyone the link for it. But tell us a little bit about this TikTok challenge that you did.
Yeah, so I'm a dancer, so we decided to make a fun little TikTok dance to keep you guys warm, get the blood pumping, and maybe get you guys a little distracted. So the movie Bring It On, it's a classic 2000s movie. There's a part where they do a little cheer dance and they say, "Brr, it's cold in here." And we thought that would be really fun because obviously it's going to be cold tonight. So we basically reworked the dance and just kind of made it some nice, easy moves that you guys can do, recreate it. So I think you'll show the video, but you can see, you know, kind of copy me. And if you guys want to do that, post it on your TikTok, send it to us, tag HSI Night in the Cold. That would be great. But yeah, so we made that happen. And I think it's going to be fun, you know, trying to connect with, you know, the TikTok, you know, type of vibe. So
I love it. Listen, my kids hate that I'm on TikTok. I have teenagers. So I have a sophomore in high school and a sophomore in college. The fact that I'm on TikTok makes them just completely embarrassed, but I am absolutely going to be watching this. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to thank you guys so much for being a part of this right now. Make sure you guys stay nice and warm. And as we're signing off, I'm going to share the TikTok video that you did with your friends. And I'm going to make sure that everyone is reminded, please make sure you tag us on any social media, HSI Night in the Cold. Thank you guys again. I'm sure we're going to touch base a little bit later. With that, I'm going to give everyone the TikTok video right now so that everyone can see. Thanks, guys.
Bye. Stay warm, everybody.
Thank you again, guys. And we'll make sure that we are back tonight. We're going to be signing off at about 11:30, but we're going to be back here again at 10 o'clock. So we hope to see you then. See you in a few.